So this is the biggest slave port in the history of mankind, but was taken out of history book because of how brutal and bloody it was. This is Badagry slave port. This is the place where they forcefully shipped our cousins out of the motherland.
Here we have two categories of slaves. We have the domestic slaves and the field. Domestic slaves work interior while the field work on the plantation. And most of domestic slaves, the male, are being castrated.
They remove their machine gun.
Yes. Why? The master may travel back to Africa for some years, for some months. Like, he cannot leave this man at home with his own white wife and sisters. Something good will happen. That's why I have to castrate them. But on the plantation, they leave them to get more
children.
Slaves. Yes. So chains, male, female, and the children. Mostly the children are given out as extra. It's bonus.
Bonus slave.
Yes. You know why? Average African women will not go and leave their child. So it's extra.
So they don't pay for the children. It's like doing them a favor.
Yeah. So this is for the stubborn slaves. The stubborn ones, they were forced to cross down like this, put on something, and they pierce it. They put it into the fire. When it's hot and became red, he perforated the leaves and put a padlock.
Close them up.
This is a picture. A light. This is not a painting.
Real picture.
Yeah? See, this is a painting, it's a picture. That's what I'm telling you. This is branding. It's a sign of ownership.
If you find this video interesting, please
in the bus,
share it,
going to the east,
put down your comment, and share
back
to your friends
bag,
so that they'll
put label on it.
Like this phone,
iPhone,
yes. Techno, and all those stuff.
So you have to brand them with a red hot iron. And most of them died in the process because of the bleeding and were infected with disease. Because there is one iron to brand thousands of slaves. Either at the back or at the breast. Separation of the family. They believe that African man, when you are together, you can communicate and plan and run away. You have to take them to a different country. Nobody call your name for 10 years. You forget your name. You believe that? That's what they do. They take them to different countries. Nobody speaks their language, but still, our people still communicate. By what? By the body signal. Body movement. Today in Africa, especially in Nigeria, when you do this, what's that? Let's go. What's it? I'm going. You know, we have different signs.
Yeah.
And slave trade affected all West African villages. Inspection. How do you inspect them?
This looks like a real picture.
And these two. You know why they inspect them? You check their body, the healthy ones, the good ones. Their age. They open their mouth, look their eyes, look their gray head, their body. These are rejected. These are good ones. These are rejected slaves. They were called Macrons. And we have a market in Badagry. The market is called Vlekete. It was established in the year 1502. It's the largest and the oldest slave market in West Africa. And in the market, at least almost 17,000 plus were taken from the market annually. This is a painting showing the market. It was located in front of a shrine called Vlekete. Slavery is either you are selling or you are sold. The king has to support the slave trade, otherwise that kingdom will raid. That's why many of these slave traders are king, they have many wives. As a king now, I will give you my daughter to marry to protect my family. This is a master, another master, another master, and this is a pregnant woman.
Even pregnant woman.
Children were taken away out of pregnant. That is +1 or +2. They take care of her better. So
the master at the front and the back.
At the middle.
So this one is receiving beating.
If you stand up. So here we have a painting showing the store, cage, where slaves were kept before the arrivals of the ship. These are barracoons. This is a symbol used in campaigning against slave trade. It happened in a plantation called Santo Domingo Plantation, present-day Haiti. Before slave trade, Africa has the earlier civilization. Yes. We have the architectural revolution, Western education. Africa has the first university in the world.
But they don't teach this thing in school.
No. They don't want the truth to come outside. That is why in 1853, there was a treaty signed in Badagry, called the Treaty of Abolition. In number 5, the last paragraph said, all the implements and relics used for slave trade should be destroyed.
Sure.
Should be wiped away. So some barracks have been destroyed, while some chairs have been thrown into the water. Why? You don't want the younger ones to see it. But we thank God, some family preserve it today. And we are still sorrowful today. Slave Coast. The slave coast is present day Badagry and Ouidah. Ouidah in Benin Republic.
Yeah.
You know why? Those slaves are taken from all the West African coasts, but more were taken from Nigeria.
From Nigeria.
Yeah, call them slave coast. The movement of the slaves from interland. You started with them. These are the weak worms. So,
Even babies too.
yes. The slave drinking pot. They fill the pot with water and the slave return their hand at back. You ask to go down and use their mouth to drink water like animal. So once the water go down, that is end for the day. Because the pot is filled once a day for the slaves, no option. And the edge was so sharpened that can injure them. Once they are fighting and got injured, even if the blood is going to the water, they still drink it. This is the example of the ship. We have the upper deck for the masters, the lower deck for the slaves. So the slaves were arranged, lying down facing up, and they spent 2 to 3 months. The sick or the dead were thrown to the ocean, and the slaves were fed once a day. They are fed once a day. So the journey is within 2 to 3 months. When the slave ship became too heavy to move to desired speed, some slaves were thrown to the ocean to make the ship lighter.
Jesus.
And also the ship is not a propeller vessel. When the shark or whale were disturbing the ship at the high sea, they throw some slave alive into the ocean to divert the attention of the fish. That's why it's called point of no return. The dogs were trained to cut off the throat of the runaway slaves. And even if the slave killed the dog, the masters will release more dogs. You know why? It's their property. They prefer the slave to work old and dead on the farm than to escape alively. Some slaves, they tie their hands together, tie the rope on a horse, drag on the stone ground till they die. In the ship, the master go come to the lower deck and pick some ladies to the upper deck to rape them. So any female slave that refuse her master on bed, they hang her alive like this. They touch her naked. You see how they hang them? See this guy? See how they hang this? It was tied like this, and they put something, you can see. Margaret Garner, she has 4 children. She has to kill the 4 children. Margaret Garner killed her 4 children and was about taking her own life, that she preferred to die with the kills than to live as a slave. Because she knew that a child in slavery is also a slave. A child in slavery is also a slave. Auction. A family about to be auctioned. Mother and child, auction. Because she's carrying African blood, they have to auction her out.
Really?
Yes.
So even if you're a mischild, you are not qualified?
Yes. Sophia Gordons, about 21 years age, rather small in size, of copper color. He's terribly good looking, has, you can see, terribly good looking.
Okay.
Has and soft manner. They won't rate him well.
Just $100.
$100 there. This is their mother. They have no father.
So you have to raise them.
Yes. And this is how they cover the mouth of the slaves that worked on sugarcane plantation, not to eat what they are planting. And they work for 18 hours, while they were given only 15 minutes to eat and rest. You see. And some work from the light hour of the day to the dark hour of the day. Also, if the moon came out in the night, they are forced to go and work more. So they have just few hours to enjoy their allowances. The abolitionists. We have the Amazons of Dahomey.
In Benin Republic?
Yes. You are female soldiers. You watch that movie, Women King?
Yeah, I did.
These are real pictures of the Amazons. These are real pictures. Yeah. We have Harriet Tubman, a woman that rescued more than 300 slaves through underground railroads without losing anyone. You have Nani of Ghana.
So women actually fought more than the men.
These are African women. This Natona was a slave that killed more than 100 slaves in the night. But later it was discovered, it was killed over there. And these are carnivals brought by the Caribbeans. We call it Lagos and Calabar carnivals. This is how they move them into the ship, you want to see. We are loading them. Lower deck of the ship.